Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
Guest and good friend of ours, Mr. Gene Bleecker in the
Glad
house.
you said good friend. I'm glad you said that.
Great friend. How about that?
I like that because good is evil to great.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
See how I caught that?
And let me just say, if your kids were smart for Father's Day, they better go for Argentina just as that extra added cherry on your Sunday, right?
No, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. But really, I mean, you know what? When other than this particular situation, I'm a USA fan all the time. But other than this particular situation,
than football.
Well, no, I mean, I can. Even with soccer, it's just as long as it's not against Argentina.
Oh, that's true. You
right.
are a USA
all the time.
fan
I'm
until
a
they're
huge
playing.
USA fan. Yeah. But
so
today is like, not so much.
So, yeah, again, if you just tuned in, you're going to hear us talk about the big game tonight, Copa America. And, yes, we're pre-recorded this show. So don't be surprised. You go, wait a minute. I know who won that.
Yeah, don't tell us.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the funny thing. The last time I was on your show was right at Halloween.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
Where's
the only
Waldo?
one dressed up as Waldo.
That's right.
As you guys came dressless. And I'm going, what the heck?
Well, Gino has a nice dress.
You know, well, yeah. Something off the shoulder works well with me. But I'll tell you, it was such a fun show. So I'm glad that you guys got dressed up.
Right.
And I got in the casual mode.
I know. We got it all backwards, huh? I guess we could have given you a heads up.
I would much rather dress like you because this weather has been absolutely crazy.
Oh, my God.
Crazy.
So I don't know. I saw numbers all over the place yesterday.
111 yesterday, I saw,
114. I mean, I know cars aren't all that
Yeah, 121
accurate.
I saw in
Yeah,
cars.
yeah, that was somebody with a blowtorch in front of the thermostat. But I think, ultimately, it's just hot.
Right. I didn't like it that my wife locked me inside the car so she can go shopping.
She did crack the windows, though.
She did not.
That's what
Wow.
I said.
She trying to say something?
Just kidding.
Sorry, hopefully you're enjoying our show today because we enjoyed being with Gene Bleecker. He's always fun, always involved in our community, involved in the real estate community, and that's why we moved our shows to Saturdays because that's when most of you are out looking to either buy or sell your home, and the market is hot right now, and not just the weather, but the market is hot. So you need to work with the best professionals, and we thought we'd bring Gene in. He's the #1 title of company officer, guru. I don't know what you want to call it. What do you call
Call me a representative.
All right, title representative in the business by far. There is nobody that's more distinguished, well-known, educated, experienced, and giving
Wow.
than
Did you
Gene.
give him a script or an envelope?
No,
Come on,
it's a
this
fact.
is my Academy Awards moment. Gino, do not interrupt him ever again. Keep going. I want to hear more about me.
But it's so true. These are legit because we've been working together for a bazillion years, decades, and you just do a great job. So we thought you'd be a great person to help a lot of you out there understand what you should be looking for in a top real estate professional because you work with more than anyone by far. And we'd love to get your opinion on what you see the difference between one real estate professional and another that makes them not just good, but great.
Okay. I mean, I think the first answer is really simple. I think in business, especially in sales, a lot of people in real estate always hear the word no. And they listen to the no's in their lives instead of to sit there and think, I will make it in real estate. I will be a huge success in real estate. I will be a dominant force in this real estate market. So I think a lot of people in real estate, especially the top producers, there's no I won'ts or I can'ts. There's no no's in their lives. They look beyond that and saying, I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to take that number and shrink it, and I'm going to be a success overnight. So I think if I look at most real estate agents, they take that big picture and saying, I'm going to work, I'm going to work, I'm going to work, I'm going to work, and I'm going to be a huge success. And they are. I mean, you look at the top real estate agents, they're so dedicated to the proposition of, I'm going to do everything that's right to make connections, meet people, put things into escrow, get things closed, and make my clients raving fans. And that's what they do all the time. So if you ask me what's the #1 component of being a top producer, I think it's getting away from all the excuses and focusing on, I'm going to make it a success, and go ahead, you're going to watch me do really great things. I think #2, I think every top agent is very consistent in real estate. They put a game plan together, which most people don't.
They don't.
But they put a game plan together and they say, I am consistently going to be doing this all the time, whether it's prospecting, whether it's lead generation, whether it's using social media. But I think they're very consistent in doing these activities every day to stay on top of the world. And I'll tell you, the third factor, I think it's diligence. I think they're very diligent in their work efforts, that they know that they don't need an alarm clock to get them out of bed. They know better than this is just a Monday through Friday 9-to-5 job. They're going to work until they get the project completed, until they make their customer happy. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah, in fact, I'm going to...
Couldn't have said it better myself.
It's great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to number 2 for a second, right?
Okay.
And wait, real quick. If you just tuned in, I want to make sure you understand who this very familiar voice is, Gene Bleecker, our number 1 title representative and one of the biggest networkers in our entire area. This guy is a guru in our industry and helping us share with you what to look for in a top real estate professional.
So, going back to number 2 and just to refresh everybody's minds, number 2 is the one where you said they're consistent. And I think that's probably in my eyes, probably number 1, because it has to do with the compound effect, right? So I've seen a tremendous amount of real estate agents and loan officers do a great thing once, twice, and then they never do it again. Or they'll do it for a weekend, and then they'll never do it again. And so consistency is what gives you the compound effect, where 2 or 3 years down the line, you go, wow, there's just leaps and bounds further than where we were before.
Yeah, I was at a real estate event yesterday, and this one agent, and she was, in her prime, one of the top real estate agents ever. But she let go of the business for a few years because she had some other things on her plate, and she really doesn't know how to reboot, get back into the business, because her consistent game plan, she gave up on it. And you know what? In this business, you got to keep working every day. I mean, look at the two of you.
Well, that's the key thing. I mean, well, go ahead.
No, I mean, okay, yeah, absolutely. Look at the two of you. I mean, I'll give you the compliment back. I think you guys are just phenomenal at what you do in working every day and making every day count for your clients, and better yet, their clients. The buyers in the business and people who refinance. I think you do such a great job with it. That's why your referral base is so high, because you never give up on the business and you keep working in it. I felt sorry for this lady just talking about her business just kind of fell apart and she doesn't know how to reboot again. Mm-hmm. Falling off that horse, right?
Yeah, and and actually our partnership really helps with that, Don. It helps because everybody has bad days, Gene. And what's nice about having a partner is that when I'm having a bad day, he could say, all right, well, let's regroup. How do we fix that? Let's do this. Let's do the other. Or vice versa. It's also a support clinic.
Well, it is a support clinic, but I'll tell you, I was at a real estate event about a month ago, and one of the key topics is why real estate is turning into teams and why teams are so popular in the business, because everybody has their own strengths and their own positives, which they excel at, and maybe there's some things that they don't excel in and that their team members can pick it up. I mean, some of these top agents in our city, they're so darn good at what they do, they don't have enough time with all the leads that they get to take care of their buyers, and you know what? They're going to need team members to really go to that next level.
All right, so we're going to go to break right here. And again, we're here with Gene Bleecker, First American Title, the absolute title guru in our town. And he's sharing with us what you should be looking for in a top real estate professional and what's important. So when we come back, Gene, why don't we talk about the importance of teams?
I like that.
Because I believe the teams are taking over in our industry for a good reason. It changed mine and Gino's career without a doubt. I know our team here at Skyline Home Loans has totally changed how we do business and the service levels we've raised. So let's dive into that and also the importance of networking. I know you know all about that.
Love that.
All right, when we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show, don't go away.